being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. They're going to look to throw. Guys, man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
rolling to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
On the handoff, running left, Moss.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Now a give running left with Moss.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Moss. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill is going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Check down here for Henry.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. But I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. Flushed out right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Tannehill. And that would be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
Allen going to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run here with Moss. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. On the handoff, it's Moss. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Draw play as Allen gives it to Moss. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, it's Moss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Allen. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down and 5. Here's Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. Now Moss hit, and the football pops free. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29. Yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
On first down, Moss looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. And we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Rolling to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Allen. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Allen. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Let's get it.
Throwing is Allen. And completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Allen.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use? Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A toss left. Henry. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Titans, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.